So I think you're doing well.
I think so too.
All right.
So can I get the balloon to keep me on track until I get surgery?
Well, balloon is going to be a.
I don't want no. I want the surgery. I just wanted when you told me that I needed to be under 600 pounds for me to be safe. So that's all I ever wanted.
Hey, what's up, guys? Sean back, and we've got Family by the Ton Part 2, the Tubby Dream Team, and it's, what is it, Carlton, Roshanda, Brandy. Now, Roshanda, she started off great, right? Killing it, lost like 150, gained some back, went crazy at the carnival with cheesecake or something, gained a bunch of weight back, then the scale was uncalibrated again. Brandy got on track, Carlton got on track, Carlton got cold feet, didn't want the surgery. So now I believe we're at Brandy. She should be the first one to get the surgery. But that's where we left off before with part one. You can go back and watch that one if you want. But yeah, let's see exactly what this team of Tubby is doing today. She's planking. Brandy has been admitted to the hospital, is preparing to have weight loss surgery.
I'm trying to wrap my head around all that's happening right now. And that this is really high risk surgery. But
Is it? It's not as high risk as it used to be, though. Like, they really used to cut you open. Now they go in there with, like, some kind of NASCAR thing, like a little matchbox car that goes in there, goes through your intestines.
I'm just choosing to focus on the fact that I'm finally getting the help I need.
The hell are you?
Going in.
As long as I come out. Walk the green mile.
What love you'll be waiting for you to come out.
Is Roshanda on track now? I don't know. I can't tell. It's been a couple days since I saw the first one. Hopefully she's on track.
Oh man, there's not no room for us. Oh Lord, that's a lot of body. Love you to the butter. I'm terrified right now because we all lost our mom to a simple surgery when we were young.
That's right. I mean, any surgery can be serious, but that's got to be scarring, man. That's so sad. I feel bad.
She got an infection and she didn't survive it. So this is really scary because none of us have had major surgery in all our lives.
Also, can you tell me why we're just staring at all the nurses' butts on the way down, like the hallway? They couldn't get any head level shots. Is that against the rules for production? We have to be staring straight at people's anuses anymore?
It's aggravating sitting here waiting. And I'm worried because anything could go wrong during the operation.
Clarence is eating something, and you can't tell me you haven't waited longer than this for like fresh fries at McDonald's before. I've been this fat, I know.
But it's important that she had surgery so she could better her life, live longer, and do whatever it is that she decided to do.
Did I not realize that Brandy was a twin? I thought twin bonds were close. And this guy, they said before that they have like nothing to do with the one brother.
Brandy should be able to go home in a few days. Then she should be able to lose at least 30 pounds for first month. And then 20 pounds for the following months until she gets close to her target weight.
A pound a day, not hard at all when you first start off, but why are my cheeks so red today? That's redder than your mother's on Memorial Day.
So Brandy took her first big step today. And now we just need to get the rest of the family to the same place. But they all still have a long road ahead.
Yeah, rocky road, here we come again. Going down that road, the only Reese Cup ravioli road I've ever known. Clarence has found an apartment for Roshanda and Brandy. He's returning to Louisiana while Roshanda gets the new place set up.
Since we have an apartment now, Clarence is going back to Louisiana with our father.
Why are you eating chili? Also, I still can't get over how many cans of air freshener are in this place, because if I'm counting from the first one and this one, we're up to like 20.
So that means I'm the one who have to take care of Brandy while she's recovering. But I'm scared I'm not going to be able to handle all this on my own. And I'm a little overwhelmed right now.
Look at a little fade in here. Little man's playing darts with a bottle cap or something. He's zoned in. I wonder what's on that wall.
because I've never really been without Clarence. So I called my friend Lisa to see if she can come stay with us again to help get the place set up for me and Brandy. Because I wanted to be ready when she comes home soon.
If I think that's a normal size couch. That can't be a love seat, right? It's either a jumbo chair or a normal size couch that Roshanda's making look that small.
I was a little down for a bit after our last doctor's appointment because now I have no idea when I'm even getting surgery.
Or air
Or if all
freshener.
of this is for nothing.
And you talked to Tita today?
Yeah.
What's she saying?
I just asked her if she started walking. She walked till she went to the bathroom.
She not.
They're gonna want you up and moving very quickly after surgery. You get one of these blood clots, it could be game over for you. And I'm just still shocked that Brandy's the first to go. Like, I thought it was Roshanda. She was killing it out the gate.
Not in, like no pain or nothing. Like she.
She was yesterday. I don't know about today. She didn't say.
So what you think about Clarence? You know, how you thinking about the surgery? What you think?
He claims he's gonna do his own thing. Since he is scared of surgery. That's what it is. But his mind is made up. And I believe he's gonna do what he wanna do.
Look, Clarence, I don't even know if he's actually scared of surgery. I think it's probably an excuse because he sees that he's lost some weight. He just thinks that it's going to keep going that way. It will slow down. Like, hats off to you if you're able to do it naturally. My ass needed a little bit of nip tuck. Don't get mad at me. I needed help.
He just real stubborn and stuff. That's all. Clarence just Clarence.
Clarence sucks, or what does what with his hands?
You scared?
Of course. Any day I could drop dead. Every night. Lately I've been thinking something gonna happen to me. I'm more scared for me than for Tita because I'm small, I'm bigger than her. Like, she got surgery at a little bit over 500. I'm still closer to 7 than I am to 5.
Yeah, I think Dr. Now's cutoff point's like right at silverback gorilla. Once you start getting to like a small grizzly bear, I don't think Dr. Now will operate on you unless it's a very serious situation. But hopefully she can get some of those initial LBs off and she can do her thing.
And that's a big difference. I'm really happy Ty's here helping me, but I miss my family. I miss my friends and community back in Louisiana.
What community? The lady that butters your biscuit with the coconut oil? That's the only person I saw you hang out with. The neighbor lady, who was a saint, by the way, think about it. She's getting down there next to like the snatch dragon, and she's not even wearing gloves.
And I feel like I am never gonna lose the weight. And that just makes me really depressed and worried that soon something's gonna happen and my body's just gonna give out.
Yeah, nobody wants to see her cry. It's sad, it's depressing. You will hit new lows. If you ever get this big, it's a new low point in your life that you don't think is possible, but you can only rise from here.
There's a chance I could die. So everything just feels messed up right now because I'm starting to feel so alone and hopeless.
Why don't you play with little man? He's playing darts with the damn wall because everybody's ignoring him.
Roshanda, I know that she go through depression mode sometimes, and I think it's wearing down on her right now. But she don't want to talk to me. Roshanda, you gonna lock me out?
So instead of depression mode, let's put her in sports mode, baby. Get her off-road in here. Get her some mud tires or something and send her down the road.
You don't want to talk to me?
The kid's
Let
a
me
dog.
call her on the phone, maybe. I'm gonna call her.
She's right there. Yell through the damn door. It's not. I don't think our arms could reach her ears to plug it, honestly, because we have stuff getting in the way. Like, it's a little hard to even do that because, I mean, chins, necks, and then she's got rolls.
Call Roshanda.
She's not answering.
She is here.
But she not.
He's cute, man.
Roshanda do have a tough time expressing how she feel. She really keeps a lot of things in, and it concerns me a lot that she hold all this in.
She better not be holding anything in. That's extra weight, and she's eating chili too, so that's gonna be messy.
Roshanda. Okay, I'm gonna be coming in about 2 minutes.
Kick it
Bro.
down.
See, yeah, you okay? I'm telling her to talk to me, you know. Seem like a lot on you is just wearing down, tearing down on you, but she won't talk.
She's a part of me wants to say she's a drama queen. Yes, she's depressed. I guarantee she is, right? She's gonna go through a low point. Maybe she's just like trying to talk and she can't even bring out the words. But to me, she loves this. She loves people kind of like, oh, what's Roshanda? And kind of worrying about her. It seems like she wants to be the center of attention, at least in my opinion.
The only thing she's gonna do is scream. All right?
And eat.
Yeah, I did not ask you to come in there. Why you open the door? I locked myself in the room for reason.
You didn't lock jack shit, lady. She opened it right up. She didn't pick it, did she? Did she credit card that to get in there?
I just want you to say, yeah, you was okay. You see, you know you.
I might title this one The Bariatric Banshee because the way this lady screams is crazy. Oh, she's got plastic on the bed at least. She's clean. She's the cleanest 600-pounder around.
Depression more than stuff.
Need to get her checked out because she's going to lose her voice doing that.
Now that I'm getting a little bit more settled in our apartment, I had some time to get my head and thoughts straight. And I'm feeling a little better.
Ain't no way. You got to avoid earrings like that at all costs when you get this big. Somebody's bound to make a joke about her carrying around dinner plates so she could be on the go. Think about it. You're walking around like Costco or Sam's Club with those things, you've got your own serving plate right there.
And less stressed.
For samples.
But with Clarence gone and
More air fresheners, and that's a fresh batch too. What are y'all doing with this chili?
Brandy in the hospital, it just feels like a lot's on my shoulders right now. And it's hard, but Talisa has been a big help. And it's also been a big help to have a stove and to be able to cook healthy meals. So I'm still sticking to the diet, even though it's been a struggle not to know when I'm getting surgery.
That's the problem. If you don't see a finish line, it's like, how do you lock in on it? And trust me, I did that. Like, I couldn't see a finish line, so I couldn't focus on what I needed to do in the moment. So I know where she's at. It's not a good place. But considering that she's up closer to 800 when she starts, hers is a little more serious than mine. I was not quite dead. I mean, I was pretty damn close, though. I was kicking around a headstone.
But what I do know is I don't want to give up. So I'm doing what I need. Brandy is getting out of the hospital tomorrow. And I'm real happy about that. And I'm excited because she doesn't know that Talisa's here. And we're gonna go surprise her when she gets discharged.
If you guys surprise her, have like a little surprise party and have snacks, I am gonna lose it so bad.
So right now I'm gonna try and get the place in order a bit more so it's ready for her and it's a comfortable place where she can recover and keep making progress. And hopefully I'll make it with her so we can both hit our goals when we go back to see Dr. Now.
You're gonna what? Alright, I just missed that. After declining weight loss surgery, Clarence has returned to Lafayette to look after his father and follow his own weight loss plan. Hey, Clarence is actually trucking. You see a field like this, you go the other way. Because, like, you guys are thinking, like, Field of Dreams. We're thinking Field of Diabetic Horrors. Like, we don't want to walk across this.
I'm really glad I was able to find an apartment for the girls. Because all that traveling and staying in the hotel room together was starting to wear on my dad. So once I got Roshanda set up and she and Brandy had what they needed, I just had to get him back home.
Bro, it was a 3-hour drive, though. He's talking about like he made the commute of the century. Like he came all the way from Oregon down to Texas, right? He came from Canada. No, you came from Louisiana. 3 hours.
But it's hard being in another city without them. and not being able to get to them if they need me. I know this is something they have to do right to get the help that they need, but I'm not sure doing a program with them is what's good for me.
What? They have this at the park? That's kind of friggin' cool. I haven't seen anything like that around here in Maryland.
I'm happy I was approved for surgery because I worked hard to get to that point. That's part of what convinced me that I can do it on my own without surgery. That doesn't mean I'm giving up and not trying to stick to the diet. In fact, I'm trying harder to do this on my own because I think I can do this. And if I lose the weight without surgery, then I don't see the need for it.
Yeah, obviously, we would love to get away. We would love to get away with not having our stomachs cut out. But I also keep forgetting that this guy literally has scales on his friggin' chesticle.
So right now, I'm taking a break from Dr. Nall's program to work at it on my own. So I'm eating right, and I'm going to a nearby park to get back into exercising again.
Dude, why do they have to get balls like down there straight up at this guy's sack? Why? Why these angles, man?
I used to come to this park all the time. I would come train and play basketball for hours.
Like, he's jogging right now, right? But technically, this is a speed walk because he's not getting quite the. We speed walk. This is fast. For big people, this is fast.
But once I got injured, that all changed. And this is the first time I've been back in as long as I can remember. Because when you're an athlete and you can't play anymore, that is really hard on a person, especially me. I was up.
That's like the second person in a row that we've seen be like, well, this was me. This is what defines me, instead of just being like a good person and being themselves. Like, a sport defines you?
Always the big dude and played football and basketball. And that's how people knew me. Now I'm just a big guy. And to see guys playing ball and know that I can't just go up and join in like I used to be able to do, it's a little sad. But it's why I need to work hard to do this and get healthy.
Why can't he join in? He could post up and shoot a couple jumpers. Like, you don't really even have to run. You could probably still back somebody down because they'd have to get all the way around your back to get to the ball.
Because I know I'll end up like Brandie and Roshanda if I don't. And I don't want that. So I want to prove to everyone that I can do this. Because I know I can. I want my life back.
I want you to get it back, but I also want you to stop like shading your sisters. They keep catching strays for no reason. He's like, I'm fat, but not that fat. Like, not Roshanda fat. It's kind of rude, man.
It's nice to be out of the hospital and at home. But at the same time, this place is new for me. And with the surgery, it's just a lot of transition.
How does Brandy lay like that and not get choked out by her chin? Like, this is a serious question, because we've got rolls there, right? Check this puppy out. You can even see, like, parts of my neck I didn't think I had. But she still got the double chin.
But being back with Roshanda and having Talisa here makes this a lot easier.
Khaleesi.
Y'all baking that
Where's Jon Snow of the snacks?
chicken? Huh? Y'all baking it or y'all like sauteing it?
Baking it.
Saving some juice.
Ty and I are going to make some food for Brandy and ourselves. For TD, because she's on a liquid diet, we are making her chicken bone broth. And for Ty and I, red beans and rice and chicken.
Okay, she's probably the liquid diet. I didn't really do the whole like soup broth part of it, but I would go crazy on sugar-free popsicles and Jello.
Sometimes I wish the chicken we were making was fried, but I know I have to stick to my diet.
Duh.
But lately, I have had cravings for things I know I shouldn't be eating. I don't think I could ever be on a liquid diet like Brandy. It just looks gross and it can't taste good.
It's coming your way, princess. You better get ready to drink some potato water or something. Actually, potato water would probably still be pretty fattening, right? You can't touch a damn potato without gaining pounds.
I have to live off a liquid diet for the next few weeks. But it is really hard knowing that Roski and Talisa are going to be eating red beans, rice, and chicken.
You ready for your supper?
Still smoking.
Don't do me that.
It's your supper.
You are not double cupping, giving her shots of it. Why can't she just have a regular damn bowl? This also looks like pee. I don't trust these ladies.
Baby.
It's a lot of supper. You see that bag down there?
You're gonna be full.
I'm trying to get one of them other little cups. I mean, this is like an ounce.
That cup is an ounce?
I can't believe that I'm full from just a little bit of broth. That is what Dr. Now told me. I just didn't believe it.
It really happens. It's nuts because you can barely touch like hardly anything. It's astonishing the amount you like. I can still barely eat some days. It depends, but like a couple pieces of turkey bacon, a little yogurt, I'm stuffed, man.
It's a lot better than it smells. That is the smallest amount of food I can remember eating and feeling full. But if that is what my body is saying, I need to listen to what my body is saying. I just can't wait for the day when I can chew on something and not drink it. I'm not joking. I'm looking forward to some healthy too, like chicken and veggies.
I'm gonna check the pot.
Yeah, because pretty much you could chew on bark after this is done and it's going to taste good. But you got a lot of stuff to look forward to. A lot of new stuff that's going to kind of blow you out of the water and you're going to be astonished by. But you might even learn to not even like food. Like, I don't even like eating. I do it because I freaking have to, or I start getting dizzy.
And smoking. I'm waiting for the food to be done, but I'm hungry. So I broke down and I'm having some pudding.
Oh, no pudding, princess. You can't do this. Damn it, Roshanda. We're going to gain another 70 some pounds.
It's just something small to get me along. And the thought
And that's what she said.
of not even being able to do that is not something I realized until watching Brandy. So it's hard to watch and it's scary to realize this is what I'll be going through too if I get the surgery.
Oh yeah, without the pudding cup, but I don't know, man. I want to see Roshanda drink that damn chicken broth because I don't think she's even thinking about the liquid diet and it's giving her nightmares.
I am really struggling right now, and I'm still trying to do my best with my diet and exercise. But sometimes I just get tired of it all. I get sick of having to go to the store. I get sick of coming home to cook. Sometimes I just want fast food or something easy.
Okay, look. So people say 600 pounders are lazy. I was at the car dealership. I got my girl a car over the weekend, right? And he was like, "So you lost a lot of weight." Looking at my driver's license, I was like, "Yeah, 345 pounds, right?" And he's like, "Oh, wow." I was like, "Yeah, I was 605 pounds." He's like, "Oh, so were you like one of the vegetable like fat asses from the show?" Like that's what people think.
I don't know.
I'm feeling a lot of pressure being at home, taking care of my dad. And me and the girls haven't been talking much lately. But I'm glad to hear Brandy is still recovering well and that she's with Roshanda and Talisa. I know that they're a little upset at me right now, especially Roshanda. So she's not really calling. But I want to go down there and smooth things over with them soon because I do really miss them.
You better be careful, because Roshanda's a screaming last time I saw her, and I'm not trying to do that again with headphones. Also, this coffee table's weird. Is this a bunch of end tables they've just put together?
We've always been around each other, and now we're not. And that just makes me want to eat. You know, what you got a taste for? You want some
Blood.
tenders?
Yeah.
Chicken tenders, some. You want rice or fries?
Right.
Is that English? What did he say? What was that?
I'll be back.
All right, see y'all later.
Tubby Terminator, I'll be back.
I've been working hard, but dieting is hard, especially with the 1,200 calorie a day diet that Dr.
Buddy, if you're gonna wear those kinds of shirts, you're gonna need a damn bra. You're about to pop out.
I don't want it. And with the stress that all I'm responsible for, with my dad and the work I do, sometimes you just want something to pick you up after a hard day.
All 600 pounders drive a low rider.
This chicken place is one of my favorites. Ro, Brandie, and I've been coming here for years. Before I got injured, I could eat here and never gain no weight.
See, that's one of those places like you wouldn't know. It's like a hole in the wall, right? But if you're driving by that, you think you're gonna catch like gonorrhea from that place. Let's keep it real. That place looks dirty as hell.
And now it is not like that. Because if I eat like this a few days in a row, I know I'm gonna gain weight. And Dr. Na will never give me a shot at surgery. But it's really hard. Because even though I know I need to eat well, I really like this food. And my pops does too.
Damn, we can't do a diet. We like food. That's the whole point of the damn diet. So you can get off the food and lose the weight. So eventually you can have a little bit of what you like.
Even though I have my bad days and I may mess up, I feel confident I'm gonna see some progress.
I'm getting positive I'm about to see some pepperonis if you keep jiggling up in here, buddy.
It's good being here with my pops, because our childhood was difficult. My dad dealt with his own issues while we were growing up, and he wasn't always there. But now he is getting old, and I don't know how long he's gonna be around.
He also was wearing a hat saying he was a Vietnam vet. I'm sure that man's been through more than we could even imagine just to come home and be looked at like a villain. Like, don't get me started on that.
But it just makes things hard, because I know Brandie needs my help losing weight, and my dad needs me here at the same time. And that's putting a lot of pressure on me. But I'm gonna show everyone that I can do this on my own without the need for any surgery.
Broke a sweat getting that chicken basket, buddy. That was a speed walk from hell. Also, those like brisk giant sugar bombs he's got in front of him. I used to love those things because they're like 99 cents and you get a lot of sugar.
A follow-up appointment. And for Roshanda to see how much progress she made. I think I'm probably making the progress I need.
Brandy, she's probably definitely on track. Roshanda, for whatever reason, always goes with mustard for her eye, like eyeshadow. It looks weird to me. Personally, sorry if you like it.
Because I've been stuck on the liquids this whole time. But Roshanda has me a little worried because I know she needs to make a lot more progress. So I'm hoping she is, and that today will be a good day for her.
Hey, Roshanda's lost weight. Did you see the way she just did that fupa kick out? That's like a professional move right there. She's had to lose weight.
I'm hoping that I've lost enough weight to prove that I'm serious about weight loss. And so that doctor now will approve me for surgery.
And she now has her phone in her chest, instead of carrying it with her double chin. Hear me out. She's lost weight.
Paleo family?
I've been working really hard, but I slipped up a little.
Shit. I was just taking your side, Roshanda. Why'd you stab me in the back, damn it? I was rooting for you. You let us all down. Isn't that like a Tyra Banks quote where she's screaming? Yeah.
And that scares me because I really want to do this. And my biggest fear is that if I'm not losing what I need or making the progress I should, that he's going to tell me I'm done and that surgery is not an option for me anymore. If I don't get surgery soon, I don't know what will happen to me.
I know exactly what will happen to you. The same thing that would happen to me, the same thing that's going to happen to anyone else in this circumstance.
But I know I'm running out of time. I was at 722, so that means I should be at about 661 today.
No, no. Fuck. How many times did you cheat on this thing? Wow, you cheated on this more than I did in school.
That's a little disappointing. I'm still almost 100 pounds away from being where I need to be before I can get surgery.
At least she's not screaming that the scale's broke at this time, because the first time it was broke, then it was right because she lost a bunch of weight. Then it was broke again, I think.
I know Roshanda's disappointed in her progress, and I'm concerned about her too. But the only thing that would make this worse is if I didn't hit my goal either.
I don't know, because I think Roshanda's going to take it out on you if you hit your goal. Like, somehow that's going to make her mad.
I was around 464 when I had my surgery. So that means I should be down to at least 434 today.
Or 30.
I'm happy with that.
Damn, Brandy, keep taking them shots of chicken juice.
And Dr. Now should be happy with that too, because I'm doing even better than I'm supposed to.
Doctor Now might do a damn backflip. You come in there and keep losing like that. But Roshanda, I'm pretty sure she's just going to walk through a damn wall right now. She's not even paying attention. She's so mad.
Part of me just...
Look at that lip bite. You're lucky. She gets a little madder, Brandy, she's gonna start taking chunks out of you.
Just wants to go home because I know I need to lose more and I'm trying to do that. But I need surgery to help me to do that. So it all feels a little hopeless.
Nothing's hopeless. We might feel hopeless in this circumstance, but the only hole you can dig yourself out of is the grave. Hey, did my cheeks get less red? Okay, I was just hot from the shower. We're coming back, baby. We're not like totally Rudolph right now.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
We're both doing good.
Okay, great. Let's see how you two are doing this month.
That look, though, man. She's like, this man's about to rip into me. She might just storm out of here, man. I stormed out once.
Brandy, your weight is down to 430, and you were at 464 when you went into surgery.
Yeah.
So that is a weight loss of 34 pounds since then. And that's at the range that it should be. So you're doing well. And stick with it. All right.
Brandy's doing her thing. I got nothing bad to say about Brandy at all. She started out bad. We all start out bad usually. For whatever reason, Roshanda came out the gates hot, buddy. But then she got a flat tire and she's been kind of spinning wheels ever since.
All right. Let's see how is Roshanda doing. Looks
Great.
like you're down to 709. So that is weight loss of 13 pounds over last month.
Which means she cut out Kit Kats. And that's about it.
I'm glad that you're not gaining, but that's not a lot of weight loss, Roshanda. So you have to do much better because at this rate, it's going to take 6 to 7 months to get to where you can have weight loss surgery.
Look, Brandy does not want to make eye contact. Like, you know, when they say if a dog's coming at you aggressively, you don't look it in the eyes because then it goes in for the kill. Do not look at her. She'll start screaming. You'll lose your damn eardrums.
Okay.
And you don't have that time. You need to work harder because right now you're very far from being ready for weight loss surgery. Both physically, you're not ready, and mentally, you're not ready.
Why you say mentally?
Because you're just a ball of emotions, screaming, going off, very manipulative from the first one. But I don't know, there's a saying I like. It's like the easy road was hard, but the hard road was easy, meaning if you work for it, it becomes easier. Like, I really like that saying.
With Clarence having such a significant fear of surgery, to the point that he couldn't move ahead with the weight loss surgery, and then when Brandy had her surgery, you shared that you have the same fear. I'm concerned that's going to be a setback for you if we don't address it.
So if I'm afraid of surgery, that means I should never have it then, right?
Look, I wouldn't be bringing that up, Roshanda. You need to chill out a little bit. Calm down. Take this like a good stern talking to with some humility. Walk up out of here and get after it at home.
No, it means that we need to address this issue now so we can get you to surgery. You understand? So what we are going to do is start you going to therapy so you can start to work past this issue as well as other emotional and core issues that are holding you back. So we
Didn't really do therapy. I went to anger therapy when I was a kid for chasing. I was a freshman and I was chasing down this senior and I was screaming, "Get back here!" Like, and then some teacher came out there. They put me, or that might have been the time I threatened to shank the neighbor too. I can't remember. They put me in anger therapy though.
can get you losing more weight and ready for surgery soon because you can't afford to lose any more time with minimal progress. And you have come a long way, Roshanda, from 803 down to 709. So you
She's getting a pretty good way, but also if I'm thinking about it, what was I thinking trying to chase anybody down? What are the chances I'm catching them? Like -10.
you feel the difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So don't risk messing that up and losing that progress. All right, Brandy, stay on track and keep doing what you're doing.
Okay.
But Roshanda, you need to work harder on your diet. And we're going to set you up an appointment to start therapy, and I want you to start going.
And Brandy, I'm gonna need some bars written about double cupping the chicken juice to lose the double digits right after this.
Dr. Eder is in surgery, so he couldn't be here today. But remember, he's available too if you need anything and you can't get hold of me.
Don't nobody give a damn about that guy. He just showed up. I don't know him. We know you, doctor, now. You're the one doing the nip tuck on all of us biggins.
I'm frustrated right now because I feel like I'm losing as much as I can. And I don't know how to do any better, especially without surgery.
Yeah, you eat less. Easier said than done, right? But Roshanda, you haven't put your best foot forward at all, except for that 1 month where you were like, okay, you were crazy driven. So we've seen it. Like, it's totally possible for you to lose crazy amounts of weight. So I don't know why you think you're putting your best foot forward now. I'm really confused by that.
So I don't know why it's not enough. And this is just really discouraging. And I'm tired and scared I'm never going to get the help I need.
I vote they make me producer because I want to go through people's trash cans when they put it out on the curb and then confront them with like 97 pudding cups or like do stuff like that. I really want to catch them slipping, like find the Carmelos underneath like the kitchen sink or something. But that's what they should be doing, the hidden cameras, like candid cam for the chubbies.
I decided to go to therapy like Dr. No wants. I know I'm struggling with staying motivated, but every day that passes where I don't get to where I need just makes it all feel further and further off.
I don't think Roshanda, like certain people motivated by competition between the siblings, I really don't think she does good with competition. So I think you're gonna have to figure out like how to not compete with people and just be your own standard. Like I'm not competing with anyone. I am my own standard. I know what I can do.
Just starting to feel like weight loss surgery is never gonna happen. It's just
Now
taking
that
so much longer
attitude,
than I thought. I hit my goal once, and then to get another goal to where I'm gonna have to lose 200 pounds before getting surgery.
the hell did you think was gonna happen? You were gonna pull up to the drive-through, you were gonna slide through there and get it like a damn Happy Meal?
Makes it all feel impossible. And to be honest, I don't see how talking about this is gonna help.
Okay, she hadn't lost any weight because now her pants are starting to rip. Did you see that? I thought she'd be on track by now, but she's ripping her pants.
Because what I need is surgery to help me lose more weight. Not to talk about my emotions. I know I have some concerns about surgery, especially with what I've seen with Brandy. That's giving me second thoughts.
You didn't see any. Brandy had no complications. Let that sink in. The thing that scared her with Brandy was Brandy having to drink chicken broth. That terrified the hell out of Roshanda. This is funny, man. Because this is the mindset you have to be able to get over. And Roshanda is struggling.
Tell me a little bit about what your emotions are like.
Crazy.
Crazy? Okay. Explain that to me a little bit.
They just be all over the place.
One time I started screaming at somebody because they opened the door to check on me because I wouldn't answer while I was laying there awake staring at the wall. And I screamed for 5 minutes straight.
Okay. So Dr. Nalzartan tells me you have a sister named Brandy that just completed surgery.
Yeah.
How's that been for you?
Good.
Good.
Dramatic. Have you seen Brandy's dinner? That shit's got me feeling a different type of way.
Good.
I'm glad she got it over with.
Yeah. So has Brandy having your surgery increased your anxiety at all about having surgery?
I would have felt better if I was her size having it and not almost 200 pounds higher than her.
Well, good news. Dr. Now's not going to let you have it at this point, so you're going to be closer to her size when you have it anyway, if you get in gear.
Because Dr. Now did tell me it would have been safer for me to be under 600 pounds.
What are you most fearful of?
I have issues with putting things on my face.
What? Fear of the calorie deficit. We definitely put a lot of things in our face, pause, but a lot of food goes in our face. Rashanda's not scared of things hurling towards her face at light speed chew.
I get I don't like oxygen on my face. And
You don't want to breathe? Excuse me?
It causes you to get flustered and anxious
and scared.
panicky.
Yeah, and 9 out of 10, my blood pressure gonna be high. Just thinking about not waking up My thing is, being the size that I am, anesthesia is a risk. I mean, like, if they give me too much, I may not wake up.
Look, let's just call it what it is. A banana peel in the road is a risk to us at this size. So, Roshanda, it's not going to get any better without some kind of effort out of you. I'm going to need you to at least try a little bit. I mean, she lost 13 pounds, but the fact that she's like dancing around, I put my best foot forward, it's kind of irritating.
I'm just worrying about, like, when my sister woke up, I seen she was laying down in the bed. She was basically out of it, and she had oxygen on her face. I can't.
God forbid, Brandy needed to breathe. We should have took the damn oxygen from her so you weren't traumatized. Poor Roshanda. My sister was breathing. It was traumatic.
Deal with that. Because my mom passed away from medical complications.
So some of your concerns stem from the fact that your mother's death resulted from medical issues and surgery?
Yes, definitely.
RIP to your mother, but I think this is two very different scenarios. And I also think that surgery's probably come a long way. I'm not sure how old they were when their mom passed, but the medical field's kind of advancing very quickly. So
I'm gonna just say that I know that people has been given too much medicine before and didn't wake up for these.
It's a risk, but it's always a risk.
So you're gonna tell me you just took a nap and lost 20 pounds, Roshanda? That sounds like a dream come true. Knock me out for a couple days so I lose some more weight quick.
What do you feel like are going to be the benefits for you in having the surgery?
The weight gonna come off faster.
Yeah.
I see more results. Like, I see little things, but I'm not gonna be really satisfied till I see bigger, like, like 100 pounds or 100.
Okay, so which is it? You want to see bigger things, or the small things are traumatizing? All the small cups of soups are like giving you some kind of PTSD? What do you want, Roshanda? You're confusing me.
105 pounds is awesome. A lot of people think it's really great, but to me, it's just like losing 10 pounds,
Really?
Yeah. 800 pounds is a lot. So,
Who told you that, rocket scientist? Yes, losing like bigger amounts means a little bit less to us because somebody that's a lot smaller loses a lot smaller amount, but it's going to take effort either way you look at it. Like, I'm going to applaud you if you lose any weight, but you're going to need to lock in because you're just losing wet farts each month. Like 13 pounds for 800 pounds, that ain't nothing, Roshanda.
100 pounds is like nothing to me.
Well, it ought to be something to you because that's no easy feat, and you must have had a lot of discipline and determination to do that.
Yeah.
And it's still really important for you to take time and pat yourself on the back and say,
Okay, I understand what's going on now. Roshanda loves to get patted on the back, but we can't reach our backs, okay? So she's just gonna keep throwing things out here, all these negatives about herself, until you say something super positive about her. She's kind of been fishing for compliments the whole time, right? Am I tripping, or do you guys see that?
wow, Roshanda, you did it. You lost over 100 pounds. And like, say that and let that be it. Don't diminish it. Don't say,
No, 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 Lola. We're gonna have to diminish this one a little bit because she lost 150 like 3 or 4 months ago. Now it's 100. That's a damn problem. We're working backwards here. Like we are hustling backwards.
I don't see it as a big deal. And you don't want to train yourself mentally to diminish your accomplishments.
Yeah.
So, Roshanda, today you've identified the benefits of having surgery and also a lot of your fears associated with having the surgery. I really want you to give a lot of thought and reflection to your life as it was, as it is,
As it's
and
gonna
what
be.
it may possibly be.
All right. mean, I get what she's saying. Like, look towards the future, think about this, think about that. Kind of reflect. Roshanda is not very good at reflecting on things in her life. She has lost weight, but somehow seeing people do good around her has made her kind of down on herself, maybe because her health wasn't good enough to get the surgery. But Rashonda's a negative person. Like, she struggles a lot with just keeping herself stable, which makes me think that there's not a lot more going on there that she probably needs extensive therapy visits for, and not this fifth grade peer mediator, buddy, because I will have you all screwed up by the time you're done talking to me.
I know some people, of course, like you think talking helps a lot of people, and to me, I mean, I agree with that, but in my situation, for some reason, talking doesn't always help for me. I don't like to.
Yeah, but you're not doing any talking. You're sitting here. Oh, all right. She's trying, I guess. I'm being too hard on Roshanda, I think, right now, but she struggles to get her feelings out for sure.
Makes it worse.
I will say this, that oftentimes processing difficult feelings can feel really horrible.
I think I saw a comment where somebody said all those processed foods will just gunk up your brain and make you dumber or something like that. Which, if that was the case, my IQ would be like a 2 because all I did was touch processed stuff.
That's part of the therapeutic process. At times, it gets worse before it gets better. I definitely want us to continue having this dialogue. So thank you for being here today and sharing.
Let's just hope like this dialogue does not cause her to just destruct and stop at Domino's on the way home, because she eats her feelings, and right now she's probably feeling a lot of things, and one of them's going to be pain, and the other is going to be a wedgie, man, because them pants are going right up that cooch.
After her therapy appointment, Roshanda came back really motivated to work hard and do more. And I'm all on board with that. So me and Roshanda have decided to take our workouts up a notch.
Look at that. Brandy is building muscle and Roshanda is bulking. All right, I'm kidding. Roshanda looks like she's lost some weight too.
And to get a trainer and start to really work out and push ourselves. I may change my mind once we start, but right now I'm excited about it.
Do you guys like Planet Fitness too? Because I hear they are like the most hated gym by far. Like, people feel very strongly about Planet Fitness. And they have a hydro massage. Sign me up. I'll go up there and get a jet in my junk.
Because I think it'll really be good for us. So I'm looking forward to pushing myself to a new limit.
Thought we were working out. We found the first couch we could. This is so 600-pound brained.
But we'll see how it goes.
Hey, how you guys doing? Doing all right?
All right.
Hey, I'm
Hello.
Thomas.
Brandy.
Hey, Thomas.
You're too peppy, Prince Charming. You're gonna scare us off. Like, people this happy in a gym kind of scare us.
Roshanda.
I'm you guys' trainer for today. First, we're gonna start walking by the treadmill, and we'll start over there for maybe a few minutes, and we'll go from there.
That makes
Look at that face. Roshanda's like, huh? We're starting with walking. I thought we were gonna do like some wheeling around or something.
excited right now because I want to push myself harder, but I'm scared it's gonna be really tough and hurt.
All right,
will.
So,
But I want to start making even more progress. And I'm planning on doing that by sticking to the 1,200 calorie a day diet. And by starting some real workouts with the trainer that'll push us both to get even more fit.
You know what? I'm like joking around with Roshanda, but she's braver than me because I was definitely way too scared of a gym when I was this big. And not because I'm worried about people like looking at me or anything like that. I just didn't want to go to a gym. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
So I know this may be hard, but I'm ready.
Lord, this is high, bro.
start here. All right, so look, maybe like a minute. As soon as you get tired, want to stop, you press stop here. You can have a sit on the bench when you get done. I'll be right back. Thank you. Hey, you started right here.
When I got here, he wanted me to get on a treadmill, but I wasn't comfortable with that, so.
Yeah, also, did you just hear Brandy? She's like, this is a giant step up. That's like Mount Everest to us. Is stepping up onto something that's moving. You're begging for Roshanda to lose a hip.
I just walked around.
I know this isn't easy for Roshanda, but she needs to push herself.
Oh, I thought she was about to hit the exit. Did you see that? She was straight lining for the exit. If she would have went out the door, this would have been epic.
Because if she doesn't, she won't lose the weight she needs to.
How you feel, all right? You good? So now we'll go towards the back and get started back there. Try to keep it a little bit closer. You're doing good, though. Just like that, yeah. Perfect. Do about 10 of those.
Bro, Roshanda's face. I don't think she's had a happy emotion yet. The whole episode. Have I seen her laugh? Besides when she laughed at her brother and sister because they sucked it up and then she started sucking it up and got it right back.
And rest, good job. So we'll come over here. Let me get this one.
Also, they're siblings, right? Look at the different composition in bodies. Roshanda, skinny legs. Brandy, drumsticks. Like, and there's blood related, so it's just funny how fat goes on different people like that.
And so you see what I'm saying? So basically it's a rope slam. Here. You do 5 in one arm, 5 here. And 5. Good job, good. 4, 5, good for the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Roshanda looks like she's done this a couple times. She's into it, buddy. She's doing 50 Shades of Fat right now. She's pretending that she's just whipping some skinny person that's throwing a salad at her.
4, 5, switch. 1.
This was a lot harder than I thought. But I'm not regretting doing this because I know it's good pain and it's helping me get to where I need.
2, 3, 4, 5, good, rest, feel you.
So I'm planning on us doing this every week until we get strong enough to do it even more.
Last one, good.
Once a week? Well, you're gonna walk to the exit, come back here, smack a rope 5 times, and sit down? She hasn't even broke a sweat yet, and that's saying a lot to somebody that's over 600 pounds, because we can sweat literally doing anything. We could sweat drinking.
I just didn't realize how hard it was gonna be over time. At first, in the beginning, it's a lot easier because you have this goal, and you're motivated, and you only have to push yourself for so long. But eventually, it takes more work to stick to it.
Once you have a goal and you have like a vision of yourself at that goal and the weight's falling off fast, you're driven, right? Once you get 3 years down the line where Sean's at, weight becomes a little harder to take off because you ain't got a whole hell of a lot left to lose and it becomes like a pound a week. You get a little demotivated, but you just stick to it because you know that you had that vision at the start. You kind of just have to keep working towards it.
Because the cravings get stronger. And it's especially hard not to want to eat something to make you feel good when things are stressful or you have a hard day. So I'm still working to find a balance. But I've been thinking about going back to see Dr. Now and see if he'll consider me for the balloon or something to help me. Yeah. Because I'm seeing the need for that and how that can be helpful to keep me on track like I need.
Okay, so you want the surgery, but you don't actually want the full surgery. You just want some help because you realize that you're going to have to diet for a long friggin' time. And that's not sustainable. I didn't think I could pull it off. The surgery saved my damn life.
And if I don't get it, then I know I'm not going to be able to stick to this for the long term. And eventually, I'll end up needing the same help that Brandie and Roshanda need to get their life back. And I can't let it get that far. And that is why I hope I've done enough to prove to Dr. Now that I'm ready. So that Dr. Now is willing to let me do my surgery again.
Hey, Clarence ain't too bad. He's like the Black Mamba of the Burger King, buddy. He can knock him down.
So I'm headed to Houston in a few weeks to see my sisters and go with them on their appointment. I'm really looking forward to seeing them. And I hope by then I've made enough progress for Dr. Now and I'm ready to have surgery again.
Here's the thing. Why did you turn Dr. Now down? You were going to be first. You had every opportunity. Now I think Brandy's starting to lose a considerable amount of weight while you're sitting here going, damn, why didn't I take this opportunity to get myself right? I think that's what's going on here. You thought Brandy wasn't going to be able to maintain it. Roshanda would never get it, so you would still be the skinny one, and now you can't handle not being the skinny one. Keep in mind, by when I say skinny, I mean 500-pound one. To us, that's skinny.
We're all really excited about today because Clarence is coming to visit us. And this is the longest we've all gone being apart.
Hey, Brandy's lost a good bit because she can sit up a little more in that chair. You remember before? She was like laying flat. Whatever, I forget her name over here. She straight KO'd, knocked out. And then, I don't know, I can't tell if Roshanda's lost weight because I'm trying to figure out how much of that couch she's still taking up.
We were a little upset at him for leaving us, especially Roshanda, because she wouldn't even talk to him for a while. But now that I'm past surgery and Tali says stay down here to help me and Roshanda, we're doing better, and we just want us all to get the help we need.
Use your key.
Hey,
John.
made it safe and sound in one piece, huh?
Man, give me a water.
Damn, walked in the door, Roshanda's already trying to make you the punk. Damn, Clarence, you escaped. Why'd you come back for this?
It smell like y'all cooking. What y'all cook?
My famous chili.
You send me some chili recipe?
Yeah, I froze it for you.
Oh, let's defrost it.
Who told them they could have chili? Like, they're supposed to be doing low carb. Chili ain't low carb. They're not going to lose any more weight again at this damn weigh-in.
So you feeling like you recovered?
Where my cool water? Yep. Watch your stomach.
She watching you?
It's all right.
How you feeling? Feeling like you cheated death?
I'm tired.
You can see.
Oh my God, Clarence, you are such a negative dude. Like, the odds of that happening, very slim. Even though it did happen to your mother, and I'm very sorry for your loss, but you are just focused in on that. That's the people that think about it that much are the ones it happens to.
Yeah, Adam's apple, no. A few more months, I'll be right along with you. I'm working extremely hard to get approved for weight loss surgery this next time. And hopefully Clarence will be making good progress too. And this appointment will be good for all of us.
I'm gonna need to measure Roshanda's chili intake before I start saying she's losing any kind of weight, because they have ate a lot of damn chili.
Y'all want to taste the chili?
Give me a popsicle, Tally's. The tropical box.
All right.
We set out to do this as a family, and for all of us to get healthy together and stay that way for a lifetime.
Bro, this is not a chili cook-off. This is like the 6th chili meal in a row I've seen on the show, and they've only showed us like 7 meals.
So hopefully, tomorrow our appointment goes well. And Roshanda gets approved for weight loss surgery. And Clarence gets back on the program with us.
Clarence is too busy sucking off a fudge pop. He's supposed to be on a diet too.
It was about 4 months ago that I had my last appointment. And since I decided to do this on my own, Dr. Na didn't really give me a weight loss goal. And I was down to 491 then. But I feel confident I'm gonna have some good progress today. I just hope it's enough for Dr. Na.
Damn, he lost 54 pounds. Okay, so I was gonna say it looked a lot less like his boobs were about to pop out, so I thought he had lost some weight.
It's all right. I'm happy with that. And I think that's some good progress. But hopefully Dr. Na agrees.
It's been 2 months since my last doctor's appointment, and I'm supposed to be losing 20 pounds a month.
Clarence is almost to the 300s at this point. Like, he's getting way down there.
I was at 430 last time. So if I stayed on track today, I should be under 390. So hopefully, I did that.
380. Oh, 392. Still weight loss, but I don't know. I didn't see her going hog wild with the chili or anything, so I'm not going to grill her.
That's not bad. It's pretty much where I need to be.
I can't help but be nervous right now because it's been another 2 months and I just need my weight to be under 600.
Come on, Roshanda, for the love of God. Chili is our magic weight loss juice. We were like putting some damn Ozempic in that chili. Hey, 632.
That's not bad, but it doesn't get me under 600.
That's 77 pounds. You were just losing like 10 last month or something. 13, I think. That's friggin' great, Roshanda. This one you need to pat yourself on the back for.
And I don't know if this is gonna be enough. So I'm scared this is still too far to get approved today. But it's getting too hard to do this on my own. And I feel like no one gets that. And that makes me feel so alone.
I don't think she was ever doing it alone, though. There's 3 of them. They've been tag teaming the tummy the whole time.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello?
How y'all doing?
All right.
Clarence, it's good to see you again. I hope you've been sticking to your diet.
Yes, sir.
And it looks like you have someone else with you, so it's a party today, huh? Okay, let's start with you, Brandy. Today you're down to 392. So that is 38 pounds of weight loss over the last 2 months. That's
2 months. I think that's a little slow. I didn't realize that this. Yeah, I guess I should have known it was 2 months because Roshonda's was.
just a couple pounds shy of your goal. So your weight loss is slowing a little, but not enough to be concerned right now. So you're doing well.
With all this weight off of you, how's your energy level?
It's actually gotten better now.
So are you able to be a lot more active now?
Better than before, definitely, yeah.
Any problem?
Mm-mm.
Great. So stick to your diet and try to maintain at least 20-pound weight loss a month, okay?
Yes, sir.
Your energy levels will spike. They'll go up, down at first. She'll find her new norm, though. Like, I have every bit of faith in Brandy kind of figuring it out. Even if it slows down, I don't think she really wants to be tiny, like skinny, though.
All right, Roshanda, you're down to 632, which is 77-pound weight loss over the past 2 months.
Yes.
So you're not quite to 600, but you're making your progress and you're getting there. So I think you're doing well.
I think so too.
All right.
So can I get the balloon to keep me on track until I get surgery?
Well, balloon is going to be a...
I want the surgery. I just wanted, when you told me that I needed to be under 600 pounds for me to be safe. So that's all I ever wanted. But when
All right, I got an idea. If you're looking for like a little stopgap in the meantime, you could blow up a Magnum and suck that puppy down and just let that sit down there. That's a big balloon, you know what I'm saying? So that should take up a lot of space.
you told me I was approved the first time, now I don't see why I didn't get the balloon and why it can't help me lose this last bit of weight.
The balloon has not been an option for you because it still put your body under strain to perform the procedure, which is a primary issue. The other issue is that you need weight loss surgery to do this for long term, not the balloon. And on top of all this, I know you can do it, but
I don't know where this whole balloon idea came from because Clarence just started throwing it out there one day like, hey, can I have this damn balloon? Like I Googled something and it told me that you could put a water balloon in my stomach and I'd be good to go.
this is what we will do. We will go ahead and run all the tests on you again. And if your health has improved, and if you stay on track this next month, then I'll approve you for weight loss surgery. Does that sound good?
Yes.
You're so close. Just don't get discouraged. You can do it.
You can do it, bro. I think you can do it.
You can do it. Yeah.
You've been doing great.
Don't you think?
I think it says something about your mental toughness if you do it. Because in order to be successful, to get to the weight that you want to be for the rest of your life, is going to require a commitment from you.
It's a whole new life. It's everything changing all at once. It's a lot of getting out of your comfort zone, but it's worth it. Roshanda, I don't know about the whole. I mean, she's definitely brave because she was willing to move to Texas, this and that. But Roshanda is very much a creature of habit. Like she likes stuff the way she likes it, and she's not cool with like the long-term dieting at this point. Hopefully that changes for her, like it changed for me.
And I think you've already demonstrated that. It'd be different if you haven't been able to lose any weight at all up to this point. But you've shown you can do it. And so this is just one more step to get where you need to go.
And I think you have the best advantage because you're going to be able to look at Tita and it's going to benefit you.
One small step for man, one impossible leap for 700 pounds.
I know it's not easy, but you can do it because you've proven it.
All right. So, Clarence, let's go back to touch on a few things. First, we approved you for surgery before Brandy had surgery.
Yes,
Then you
sir.
came back here and said you don't want to have surgery because you had a fear from your mom dying. So you quit the program and you went back to Louisiana. So are you back now because you decided that you may want an operation?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Clarence, that diet. Once you started thinking about, damn, I'm gonna have to do this for like the next 2, 3, 4 years, whatever. The whole doing it yourself thing kind of went out the window, huh, buddy? You ready for a little snip snap?
So you have no concern about moving ahead with that?
No, sir.
Okay, let's see how you done first. So it's been 4 months since you were last here, and you were at 491 then, and now you're down to 437. So you lost 54 pounds. That's not a whole lot of weight loss in that time, but it shows me that you've been working hard on your own. And
Oh my god, poor Roshanda though, because she was approved, wasn't healthy enough. Now her brother don't even want the damn surgery, and he's gonna get it still before her, and Brandy's already got it.
trying to make it permanent.
Right.
So if you feel like you're ready, I'm approving you for weight loss surgery.
Thank you, sir.
So we will schedule your surgery for a month from now to give you time to get your father taken care of and figure all your responsibilities out.
Okay.
Because Clarence, remember, if you do this, you're going to have to stay in Houston for a period of time.
Yes.
Alright, man, we're gonna have to do something here for Roshanda. We're gonna have to stop at 7-Eleven, buy a pack of like Trojans or something, let her hot two on that thing and just swallow it down.
Yes, sir.
All right? I'm proud of all three of you. I know this isn't easy, but each of you has come a long way.
I completely agree. This has been a long road for you all, and you still have a ways to go, but you should be proud of the progress you each have made. And I'm confident that this is just the beginning.
They're making steady progress, like slowly, steadily. Brandy's the one who's best off so far. Clarence is coming in hot. Roshanda's doing her thing. Don't get me wrong. She's losing weight. She's just sputtering at the start like everyone always does. It's hard, man. It's real hard to get it locked in. But once you tell yourself, like, I'm not settling for anything less than my best, it kind of becomes a little bit easier.
So you all keep up the good work, and we get you all to your target as a family.
Okay.
All right, super. We'll see y'all later.
Bye.
It's been hard lately, and I'm struggling right now. It feels like I'm never gonna get to where I need, so it's discouraging. But with Clarence getting the surgery, he has to be down here for a while. So he brought my father down to stay with us for a bit. So it's been nice having Clarence and my father down here.
Okay, at least Roshanda's got some company here, but she hasn't company before. She still locked herself in the room and screamed her head off because she didn't want to hear anybody.
And it's been nice getting to talk to him and spend more time with him. I know as a family we have a lot of history, but we good because we all have good relationships now. So I'm happy about that. And it's been nice having more family with us because it was getting really lonely being away from everyone for so long.
Look, I kind of look at things this way. Every day is a fresh start. Like, screw what happened yesterday. It's in the past. Forget it. I know a lot of people go through traumatic things, but if you want to dwell on things from the past, you're going to miss the future, man. Like, you're going to miss the things that you have to look forward to because you're so stuck being mad or bitter about something in the past. And don't get me wrong, some people go through it the absolute worst, and my heart goes out to you. I'm just saying, if you're looking forward, it stops you from tripping over your own feet when you're trying to look behind you while you're walking.
Roshanda, what you think about your sister and brother getting surgery before you?
I'm glad they're getting it. I get to see what happens. We're gonna demonstrate on them first, so I get to see what's
By the
gonna
time they get
happen.
to you, they might run out of the surgeon.
Your dad is a straight brutal. Like, he's way more brutal than Dr. Now is.
Hey, if that's how it happened, then it wasn't meant for me. I ain't gonna be mad.
I might be next after you.
You ain't gonna be able to put them cookies down.
That's that for sure.
You just gonna hurt your stomach.
Some of them people be cutting half of their stomach off.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. They gonna make your stomach this big.
I can hear Roshanda wheezing right now, and it doesn't sound good, so I'm not sure she's gonna get approved at all, but she don't sound too hot.
I mean, you only gonna be able to eat one cookie.
Not me, you.
No,
'Cause
I'm
I
not
ain't
gonna be
having
eating
no
no
surgery.
cookies. You just said you gonna be next.
I was joking.
I never had surgery before.
I had a colonoscopy, and they had to put me to sleep.
Oh, you got looped and tubed, huh, buddy? I had an upper endoscopy. I never let them go in the back door. I'm a front door only kind of guy.
When I woke up, my heart started going crazy. They checked me out, nothing wrong with my heart. I was just nervous going in that room.
And after when you wake up,
Oh, I didn't feel nothing.
I'd be nervous too, because one time I had a doctor check my prostate, and the second he said bend over, elbows on the table, my eyes got big as friggin' dinner plates, man. And then I didn't like what happened with the lube and the fingers after that. I was not cool with that. I was also only 16, and they said I had like blood in my pee or something. I was not prepared for that at 16. I was like traumatized.
I lay down there a while, then I got up and walked away. Okay, Rose, what's the next goal?
my next goal is to keep losing till I have enough, till I lost enough to remove some skin.
Oh, okay.
I want my stomach going first. Gotta go.
Oh, they're gonna start cutting that skin. They just use a razor blade.
Yeah, that's exactly how they do it, Pops. They just grab it, pull it, and snip it like they're cutting some dog's hair or something.
Cut up quick. So you know you're gonna have plenty of skin hanging.
Like that?
Yeah.
'Cause I'm gonna work it out.
Yeah, put that muscle in them arm, girl.
I'm gonna have skin, but I'm gonna try to have as less as possible.
Like mine?
That's also not skin, that's fat. There's still a good bit of fat there, Roshanda. You calling that skin is a slap in the face to people that have loose skin.
Look, it's shriveling up already too.
That's fat.
Roshanda, when you used to be 800 pounds, I'd worry. I'm still worried. I guess I'm gonna worry a long time. I'm worried till I die, but I'm gonna worry.
Okay, is this the same guy that we saw have them stop and get him like a ribeye or something on the way down? Like he definitely was making them stop and get him some junk food and some French fries while he's worried to death about his kids losing weight.
I hate to see my children big like that, you know.
Doctor now says we're doing my medical testing again soon, and that I need to make sure to make it and to go to my next therapy appointment to keep working on things. So I will.
I've yet to see those little blue dumbbells move. If I'm not mistaken, they were sitting there in the last time we were sitting in this room too, like just same exact spot. They haven't moved. They probably got a layer of dust on them.
But I'm worried the results are gonna be the same. And if I go back to my next appointment, and Dr. now tells me I'm still not ready for weight loss surgery, then it's gonna be so discouraging. And it's already hard enough as it is. And I don't know how to keep doing this. So I have to get approved next time. Or this may be it for me. Because I can't keep motivating myself. If it feels like there's no end in sight and that
This when you discourage yourself, you're doing yourself a major disservice because the whole motivation, the whole like gun ho to go at first, like, hey, I'm losing weight, I'm gonna get this done. It's gotta slow down at some point, and I think she just thought she was gonna just rush straight to the surgery. It was gonna get done. There wasn't gonna be anything else she had to do. She just had to lose that initial weight. Then the surgery comes in. Nothing else had to change. No therapy, no change of life, no change of diet. She just was going to eat less as soon as she could get the surgery. And that's the problem. That's how we think.
I'm never going to get the help I need.
Because all I can think about is how my mom went in for a simple procedure, and because of a complication, she didn't make it. So I have that same fear that I did last time. And I'm just ready to get it over with before I change my mind.
Good morning.
Morning,
How are you?
gents. How y'all doing?
Good. How you?
Clarence is very serious about losing his mom to that surgery, and he's mentioned it. That's like a dozen times in this episode. So I don't think he's using it as just like a deflection thing like I might have thought earlier on.
Doing?
I didn't really get no sleep last night.
Are you nervous?
Oh, yeah.
You are nervous, huh?
Mm-hmm. Just the mental preparation, though, you know, just knowing. Just knowing that's about to happen.
That's normal, okay? But today gonna be a big day for you.
Yes, sir.
And it's gonna change your life for good. And you're gonna be able to get down to 200.
I think I might be.
I don't think there was any like mental preparation. There was waking up, there was that antibacterial soap, which I may or may not have got somewhere that it burned really friggin' bad. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff to do with that morning. None of it was me being psyched out till I got like there, watching the light zip by my head as they wheeled me into the operating room. Then my heart started to flutter a little.
Be 250 though. This big thing ain't going nowhere. It's with me for life.
All right, we get you in a few minutes, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, great.
That's for breakfast?
Yeah. I know this all has been hard for Roshanda because it's taking so long for her to get weight loss surgery. And she was starting to get a little lax with her diet and everything after our last appointment.
When was she strict with this damn thing? Because you guys keep telling me, like, I slipped up a little bit. It's just a pudding cup. I was eating a little bit of chili. I didn't. I get that she has medical issues that are stopping her from getting the surgery, which does suck, right? It sucks. It 100% sucks. But she's got to want better for her damn self. She can't just keep, like, messing it up.
But lately, I've been really impressed because she's found a way to motivate herself again and she's eating right.
Oh, good.
So I'm really proud of her. And I'm excited to see her thrive right now.
This is more effing chili. I don't know. This lady's going to have, like, a blowout. She's going to lose all kinds of weight because she's going to end up, like, having to get a colonoscopy and get pumped out.
Because she's making sure we stick to 3 400-calorie meals a day.
Eating.
What's happening, Peach? But we're mostly eating her low-calorie chili.
That actually does explain all the air fresheners we saw earlier on in the episode. They're all breaking wind in this puppy. This place is like 90% fart, 10% oxygen. That's why she doesn't like oxygen.
Thank you. It can get a little old, but I'm not complaining, and I'll keep eating this chili for every meal if it means she's gonna do this.
Not getting surgery again got me down. And it's been hard to find the motivation to keep doing this when it feels like my goal is always just out of reach.
Also, if I'm thinking about it, Brandy with the surgery, I would not want gas at all. It hurts. If you got a burp, it hurts. I could only imagine all the chili she's eating and getting gas like that, the stomach pain, that pressure, that pain.
But after talking with my dad and sharing a little bit of how I feel and having another therapy session, I know I'm getting to a place where it's gonna be harder for me to resist temptation and giving in. So I'm motivating myself this next month to do this one last push to try and make it. So the first thing I'm making sure to do is to completely stick to just 1,200 calories a day.
And it's the wrong mindset. It's the like, hey, I'm just gonna get the surgery, which no fault to you on that, Roshanda, because I did it. I got the surgery, and I kind of was still effing around at that point. Just got lucky. Like, if I was in Dr. Now's program, I don't think he would have approved me, or I think I would have been a little stricter on the diet so I could get approved. But I just wanted the surgery, man, and then everything changed after. It all kind of clicked.
I made some low-calorie chili. In 1/2 a bowl serving, it's exactly 400 calories. And we're eating it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner right now to make sure we stick to exactly 1,200 calories.
Ugh.
But I know eating the same thing over and over is not Brandy's favorite right now. And I know she's just okay with it to support me.
Really? I don't mind doing that until I eat like eggs so many mornings in a row that I'll start to gag because I've eaten too many eggs. But yeah, I can do that. I can do the same things over and over. It don't bother me like it does some people.
But the other thing I'm doing is working out 3 times a week now.
Let's go.
But that's actually been a lot tougher than sticking to the diet.
Straight up here. And start.
Because I'm practically sore every day now.
That's what she said. She goes to hang out with a happy guy at Planet Fitness. I'm telling you, too happy in a gym, we're not going to trust you.
9 and 10. Good job.
And my goal now is to keep losing 20 pounds a month until I get to my target weight. So I should be down to 372 today.
Okay. 382 ain't bad, although I think her weight loss has slowed down way too much at this point.
It's a little lower than it's supposed to be. But all I really care about right now is whether Roshanda hits her goal or not.
Roshanda, you're next.
I'm so scared this is gonna just be another time I still don't get under 600 pounds.
I think she probably has done it at this point, but Brandy, Dr. Now is going to come in here. I think he can look at your fupa. Dr. Now's the fupa whisperer. Like, he just looks at that thing, he knows if you lost weight.
And if that happens, then I think I'm done. Because I feel like I've done as much as I can without surgery.
Hey, my start weight.
I don't know if this is good or bad.
Is that a month?
So I'm so scared right now because I have no idea what Dr. Now is going to say or what's going to happen.
I'm hoping that's a month, because Dr. Now ain't playing around. If that's 2 months, y'all are both up Schitt's Creek without a paddle.
But this has to be enough because I'm working so hard and I need to just finally get there.
That's what she said.
How's it going?
All right.
All right.
How y'all doing?
Okay.
So, Brandy, you doing all right?
Yes.
All right, let's start with you. Today, you're down to 382 pounds, which is weight loss of 10 pounds for this past month.
All right, so it's just a month. I mean, that's not bad by any means. I think she's still doing all right.
So your weight loss has slowed even more now because you're probably eating a little bit more during the day in small doses. That's slowing your weight loss. So I think it's time you start psychotherapy to get at what drives you need to eat right now. Is that something you think you can do?
Yep.
I don't think she wanted to hear that. It's not easy street, man. It starts to get a lot harder once you hit the threes. And then if you get down to the twos and you keep grinding on, I see a lot of people online. Like, I'm probably going to make a YouTube video on it. It's like people that fail the weight loss surgery. I think I could see why they fail or what goes wrong.
Okay, great. You're still losing weight, and you have come a long way with a total weight loss of 238 pounds over the last year. But we want you to keep going and get to where you need. So you're feeling good?
Feeling great.
All right, great. Let's see how Roshanda doing. So Roshanda, today you're down to 605 pounds, and that's another 27 pounds you lost this past month. It's not quite below 600, but the most important thing is that we have gone over your medical tests and you have lost enough weight for us to approve you for weight loss surgery.
Hell yeah, Roshanda. I didn't know if she was going to get it, man. I was going to feel so bad for her. Because she's grinding away, even if she's up and down in a lot. She still hadn't completely said F it yet and just gone totally the other way, pulled like the Amberlynn Reed, and just worked back towards half a ton. But yeah, she's like, it's hard to go through all the stuff she's going through, ups and downs like that.
How's that sound?
That sounds good.
Roshanda, we know this wasn't easy for you, but you worked hard. And Brandy, since you hit your first weight loss goal, you've not gained weight. So we're really proud of both of you. You've taken some steps that are going to change your life. Don't ever go back. And when you think about going back, remember what it was like to carry around all that weight.
Somebody just got his friggin' 15 minutes of fame. You hear this monologue this guy's giving? We don't want to hear from you, little bro. Bring back Dr. Now.
And where you are now. And that'll help you get where you want to go.
Still have a lot of weight to lose. So we're not overdoing and buying too much. Because there's no sense in that when it's not gonna fit soon. We just want a few options right now because we can both finally go to a store.
Hello, how are you?
I'm not gonna lie, it actually feels really good to walk into a store and see sizes you can wear. I don't know if you've felt that feeling before, but when you reach the 6X's of the world, like this fat guy, it hurts a little bit when you can't find any damn clothes anywhere, except for ones that are like misspelled, have like a stitch out of place, or they might be like some brand from like 1990 all F the hell up.
Is the dress that you're looking for?
Dress, tops too, and bottoms.
Okay, so the tops would be right here, where I have here, and I have.
Oh man, she's gonna do that Amberlynn Reed move where she turns a dress into a shirt and it's just open. Like that's a smooth move, I guess, if you're bigger, that like up top.
More over down here.
But it's hard not to want to buy everything that looks cute and that fits. Because I was over a 10X, but now I'm around a 6X and they have that size in some stores.
Yeah, how she got to the same weight as me and now she's the same size as I was. There's no way though. She's more top heavy. She's gotta still be like, maybe she could pull it off. I wore baggy clothes.
What size that is?
The tablecloth.
And Brandy was an 8X, and now she's down to half that size and can fit in a 4X. So it feels great to be able to do this and start to feel normal again. Instead of someone who's just disqualified from life because of how big we are.
Bro, what is that? I don't know. I think her fat's trying to escape.
And I'm into fashion. I like what's out right now, what's popping. So if they got it in my size, I'm gonna wear it. Go ahead, Broski.
Doesn't like Gucci only go to like a 2X, but it's really like a 1X? Could you imagine like somebody 600 pounds walking into the Gucci store and walking out with a wallet because they can't buy shit?
When I look in the mirror, I see a much happier person. Self-esteem is, back up there where it used to be.
She said much happier. I thought she said, I see a munch. I was like, what?
But coming here, I was kind of doubting it, thinking that it would have been horrible, but it wasn't that bad. Go ahead, TD. That's a full X in the shirt?
Girl, yeah.
Wow.
It's a little snug, but still, I mean.
Hater, go with your Netflix and chill shirt and go find you a damn man and leave us alone. That's what the problem is.
It's still roomy, like. I haven't been in a clothing store in over 10 years. Everything was always online shopping.
What's the matter?
No,
That
she could fit it.
Oh, okay.
I can't really explain it, but seeing Brandy get into a smaller size, she looks weird, but you're so used.
What? She looks weird? Because you're shrinking too. You've gone down 4 sizes. She's gone down a few.
To seeing somebody a certain way. But I'm happy for her. She's like trying on 4Xs and maybe even 3Xs and getting into it. I mean, it's better than her wearing them big ass clothes she's been walking around the house falling off anyway, so.
Okay, what are we gonna do with these 10X shirts though? Because I think we could repurpose them. Turn them into like an outdoor umbrella or something. It could work. Technically, you could take all your popsicle sticks, take your t-shirts, mount them up. You got an umbrella.
Thank you.
This is not something either me or Roshanda would have been able to do last year. So this was really great and a huge encouragement for both of us to keep working hard to get to our target weights.
That's what you're looking for each other to kind of drive each other. Since they are siblings, they're either going to all kind of like tank together usually, or they'll succeed together. It's very seldom that one goes great and another just goes totally the other way. Typically, they kind of commiserate or whatever the word is.
Because we both want to experience life and go out and be able to do things on our own and as a family.
It's been a month since my surgery, and I'm feeling good. Especially now since I'm back on solid foods. Doctor now says I'm doing well. And since I had my 1-month appointment, he thinks it's okay if I start going back to Louisiana, as long as I keep up with my appointments and weight loss.
My man, he couldn't wait to get back to him some crawfish gumbo, that Rougarou mac and cheese.
So me and my father are headed back to Louisiana soon. But the girls know I'm gonna be back often to see them and make it to my appointments. But today we're all out to celebrate how far we've come as a family. 1, 2, 3, go.
Who remembers that band Bowling for Soup? I can't remember the song they sing, but I don't know. It just made me think of that because the way she was like traumatized by her sister eating the soup, the cup at first, and now they're bowling.
You about to wreck? Altogether, we've lost almost 700 pounds this past year.
Damn.
That's amazing to think about. So our lives are completely changing. It's been a tough journey for all of us, and we each know we still have a lot to do. But we know we can do it because we already are.
Bro, why are we just like throwing this as hard as we can at the gutter? Could we get some bumpers or something here? Because it's funny, but they are literally like, I'm waiting for production to just switch the angle and show a strike.
It looked like he almost made it that too. We've had our ups and downs, but we've had a lot of victories this past year, and we've set out to all get weight loss surgery.
To be fair, 600 pounds, we have a lot more downs than ups, but yeah.
And now me and Clarence have it, and Roshonda's about to get it, so it's been a really good year.
What did I tell you about production switching it? That's not even the same ball she just rolled. Hers had spin. It was cutting. What the hell?
Year. And I'm so thankful that we've had this opportunity and that we've been able to do this as a family.
Oh, she rolled that thing cheating. She cheating.
What, look at you. That's a strike roll.
Get on the floor and roll too.
Go ahead, roll. Now that Clarence is feeling recovered.
Let's not clap at the 800-pound woman going roll ever again, because that's embarrassing right there.
Doctor now put my surgery on a schedule for 2 weeks from now.
Let's go.
And I'm extremely excited. And Clarence said he'll be back down for that.
Uh-oh.
Why you got
Play with her, Roshanda. Damn, I know it will get scarier as I get closer to my surgery, but I wanted it since I was 18, not just this past year.
Oh yeah, she was 600 pounds at 18. I forget that. So all this, like her struggling and being an emotional eater, her mom and dad, whatever, let her eat whatever. They did this. They got a lot more blame than a lot of parents from the show. Some of them are bad, but their parents, 618?
And I was truly getting to the point where I thought it was just never gonna happen for me. You're knocking them down. Look at you. Oh. So this is gonna be a turning point in my life.
They are cheating.
And it's because I worked so hard and stuck with it for the whole year.
Bro, I don't know how they're walking halfway down that, because I was being a smart ass, tried to do that once. That oil on that lane, I busted my ass so hard.
But we each have come so far, and I'm really proud of what we have accomplished together as a family. We all know we still have a lot of hard work ahead, but I know we're ready for it, and we can handle it.
As a family.
Like I said, the easy road was hard, the hard road was easy. When you work for things, they come easy. When you take the things that are given you, it gets harder.
Family, we've been through a lot, but no matter what's happened to us, thick and thin, we've stuck together.
More thick than thin, but I got you.
So I have no doubt we're gonna be strong enough to do this. As long as we're working together and supporting one another as a family.
And the winner is Big Titty.
Big titty, all right. Not mad at that. Big titty always wins. But yeah, Brandy, Clarence already had the surgery. They're well on their way to getting to somewhere where they can actually function, be much happier. And then you've got, you know, what's her name? Roshanda. You got her working her way towards the surgery, about to get it. I think there's one more episode, but it's a Where Are They Now? I'm pretty happy with the way this is going. So I might check out the Where Are They Now if you guys want to see the last episode. But that's it for this one. Follow my Instagram and Twitter, Seanofsteelyt with some underscores in it. Leave a like, because why not? You just watched like an hour and a half of this. And leave a comment, because I enjoy reading them. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.